Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back. You're here with me, Shapeless, aka the Game Tamer, and we're here today with the first fighter of our series, Wu. He is clearly a frog, and is one of my top 3 favorites in the game, in its entirety. Let's check out his skills. First of all, we have his left mouse click, which is a 3-attack melee combo. We have Splash Kick, which is a rising kick that pushes enemies, and then we have right click again to do a powerful downward kick. Also, quick to add, you know what, I'll add that when we get into the actual portion, when we launch off the ship. Q, it's a 2-attack combo. First attack interrupts attackers, the second attack deals more damage against disrupted foes. Which I believe if you hit with both, because an interrupt is a disrupt, you get additional damage. So, I mean, it pretty much chains off itself. But anyway, his E is basically a Blitzcrank Q from League of Legends, if you know what I'm talking about. It's basically just pick an enemy, boom, click, woo, pull him to you. Real simple, but really good. Typhoon's Fury. It launches on hit, and you gain armor, and you also get plus 20, 30, and 40. Oh, sorry. You gain armor at plus 20, 30, and 40, depending on what rank you do when you use it. And you also get damage plus 30, 45, and 60% for 4 seconds. Hitting an enemy with any attack extends the bonuses, though, up to a maximum of 10 seconds. But that's it for his abilities. Well, let's get into the arena. And there we go. And here's our boy Wu, working his thing. Working his thing. But anyway, you have your left click, which after using any other skill, perform a lunging attack with 30% armor pen. Or you have sprint, left mouse button, which the attack interrupts and deals more damage. I think that is this, where like you jump and it's actually your jumping attack. I'm pretty sure, because it's a kick and you don't actually have moves straight out of sprint. But you can make it so that attack disrupts and deals more damage. Let's check the flowing fist one. After using any other skill, perform a lunging attack. You can do it with inflicts bleeding for 3 seconds versus stunned, launched, dazed, or interrupted foes, which isn't bad, but at the same time, you can't yourself stun, launch, or daze people, I think, without using your E. So it's kind of, it narrows it down to how often you can actually get that bleed up. Then we have Hop to It, which is dodge, left mouse button. Perform flowing fists after dodging once every 3 seconds. Which is not bad. It's really not. But my personal favorite is probably going to be the attack interrupts and deals more damage on the Cyclone Kick, because then you have Cyclone Stance, which sprint left mouse after hitting each of your rain of blows gives you armor. Or you have Recycling Center, which is dodge, left mouse click, which gives you 25% speed and 25% front damage reduction for 3 seconds and clears the cooldown for Cyclone Kick. So that's pretty cool. But well, clearly that's not Cyclone Kick. Maybe you have to just use the ability. I'm interested to find out. Well, you know what? We'll do a builds thing after this one. We'll actually do this one in a parted video, much like the other tutorials, and we'll actually go real in-depth with him, because I think he's got a little bit more than meets the eye here. Let's go to the right click for Splash Kick. So we have right click and right click, which the downward kick cracks armor. And we have, if you do not perform the downward kick, the cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Interesting thing about this is once you do this, you're considered airborne, so you can do your jumping left click move and do that like leaping kick. So if you go that route, you can just do this and then like use the right click for distance, and then kind of like coast yourself back and do the smackdown kick when you come back, and it's really cool. It's really helpful. It also keeps your right click on lower cooldown. From here, you can do after using Tongue Lash, Splash Kick grants deflection and speed boost, or you can have after using Crashing Waves, Splash Kick actually launches enemies, which is another really helpful and really good CC move. You can have the downward kick do crack armor, and from here you can have the downward kick either do a larger area, or you can have it slow people, which is pretty good for him because his melee combo doesn't have the most range, but it is still pretty good. Then we have the Q, which inflicts weakness on attackers, or the second hit is replaced with a roll forward, pushes enemies on a bump. On bump. I don't know what on bump means, but oh, upon hitting them with a roll. Got it. Secondary attack inflicts major weakness against weakened foes, which is 50% damage loss, which, I mean, the first hit would inflict weakness, so you do weakness, major weakness, as long as you hit both, which isn't super hard, because it's, like, that. Like, it's got plenty of wind-up time for you to kind of, like, move and change positions, so that's probably not too bad. Or you can have it hitting, it raises Rain of Blows crit chance to 100%, which, if you can stick to people and you have, like, a slow or something, it's really good. You can make him output plenty of damage. Then we have, off the roll, we can do gain projectile deflection and plus 80 armor during attack, but move slower. Or we have recharges splash kick if you do not bump an enemy. So that's kind of more of like a mobility route, but I'm not really sure if it's a damage increase or anything, so I'm not really sure if this choice sides would be the meta, because I'm pretty sure Intercepting Fist mixed with Dim Mak if you're going damage, and Enervating Palm if you're going like CC for this one move, to go that route. This would probably be your meta way, and then choose accordingly. Now the E deals double damage, and once again raises Rain of Blows crit chance to 100. So there's plenty of ways to make your left click hit hard as shit. You can do enemies struck give health regeneration, 300 HP over 3 seconds, which is, if you didn't do the math very well, it's 100 HP every second for 3 seconds, which is really good. And then you can do enemies struck or poisoned, which is negative 50% healing. So if they have a good healer who's dedicated to like 100% healing the one person you're trying to kill, definitely go Poison Tongue. If you're going the more damage route, I would suggest going Taste for Blood. Then we have on hit with Splash Kick and Crashing Waves recharge the E. Oh shit. Well, I didn't mean to do that. So let's test this while we're doing it. Oh shit. I did that wrong. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. I don't know. I don't know. I think that ability is actually kind of a little whacked up. But anyway, on hit, your next attack within 2 seconds grants 25 armor. On hit. Okay. I don't know why it says on hit twice, but okay. Or on hit, your next attack used within 2 seconds deals 100% damage, or plus 100 damage. That's actually really good too. But I still think that the other option is the better way to go for this one. 5 stamina also applies to a right mouse click. Okay. Q has a shorter cooldown, minus 2 seconds, or E has a longer range. If you're going damage, I would say Q having a shorter cooldown would be better. If you're going for like CC and you have to pick targets, then I would go Tongue-Tied. Now for the ult, for your passives there, you have plus frontal damage reduction against plus additional plus 5 while attacking, which is really good. Or you have plus 15% basic attack damage from behind after dodging. And after dodging. You can then go from there to go Fists of Fury, which critical hits deal plus 10% damage, which is really good to go if you go the double route for increased crit chance. And then from there you can go Bloody Minded, which immunity to weakness, recover from days twice as fast. On the damage reduction side, you have faster stamina regen while in combat. Out of combat, health regen starts 2 seconds sooner, which is another pretty good one. And then you have plus 10 speed and plus 10 armor after using focus. Lasts until you die. This is another really good one if you're channeling focus and getting a lot of focus really often. But for the most part, I would definitely say Angular Momentum and Fists of Fury would probably be your most meta choices for this. So we're going to go ahead and mess around with builds in this next portion of the video. I will see you guys there. Alright, and welcome to this portion of the video where I said that we were going to mess around with some build options. I did a little bit of the Cyclone Kick research, and turns out that yes, this ability does only come after you acquire it, but using it in like combos with like Recycling Center and Cyclone Stance, actually, unless you're using Cyclone Stance, is a very big stamina loss, because you'd be trying to hit Cyclone Kicks in the middle of things. So it's not like imperative to go, so I would still say go Flowing Fist, and then after Flowing Fist, going into Hop to It. So what Flowing Fist is it would be like E, and then you get this. So it's a pretty decent combo ability. It combos really well with just about its entire kit, because you can be like 1, 2, 3, Q uppercut, and you can cancel out of things, be like E uppercut 1, 2, 3, E uppercut 1, 2, 3, Q uppercut, right click uppercut. So you can do a lot of pretty crazy things with him. For this one, we're gonna go ahead with if you don't perform the downward kick, the cooldown's reduced, and we're gonna go with Crashing Waves into Splash Kick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do E. We're gonna see how high we can get them to go. So we're gonna do E uppercut, Q Splash Kick uppercut. So it's E uppercut. Oh, oh, I'm bad. I'm bad. Hold on. Hold on, I'm bad. Alright, 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 alright. Stop spitting fire at me. E, uppercut, Q, Splash Kick, uppercut. Okay. So you don't knock them high enough off of your, oh my god, they're everywhere! You don't actually knock them up high enough off of the launch for that to actually, do anything, but it does, however, give you a CC usage and allow you to right-click back down on top of them easier. So I would still say that it is the meta choice. For Q, I would say Inflict Weakness is best, and then go Dim Mark. And then for E, I would say go Barbed Tongue into Taste for Blood. For this one, I would also then go with Q. And for this, I would do Angular Momentum and Fist of Fury. So this is going to be generally your I want to come some shit build. And it's pretty good. Because I'm not sure if that combos with... I don't think it combos with the crit, but we'll see. No, it doesn't. But, so your combo would be to get someone to engage with you, you'd E them. I can't do it on that guy because I forgot he doesn't actually, like, you know, respond to that sort of CC. So we're gonna go ahead and get our stamina back here for a second. We're gonna go ahead and do it on this guy. So it's E uppercut, Q uppercut. Oh my god, if I can hit anything. Woo! I'm not. My mouse is in a really bad spot here. There we go. Now that it's not falling off of the my desk, let's try this again. So E uppercut, Q uppercut, right click. Okay. Now I also would have gotten the kill off of the completion of the splash kick. So let's try it with the completion of the splash kick instead of the hit. So E, uppercut, Q, Q, uppercut, splash kick. Oh! If you so much as like miss the right click hold for the splash kick function, it'll actually fall you off of it. But you guys can see what's going on here. Once again, it requires a little bit of execution and stuff like that, and me playing around with a lot of characters. I'm not exactly the best with it. Holy crap. Good lord. Me messing around with all the characters, I'm not exactly the greatest with certain execution-heavy characters, like Wu and like Trip. But that's it for this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the Wu tutorial. Hopefully you guys mess around with him, because he's a boatload of fun. And honestly, the more people that figure out his maneuvers and moves and everything and combos that he can do, I really think that he will grow as a character, and that the community can grow from that as well. But once again, and as always, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, stay tame. I'm going to try to do the same, and I'll see you in the next one.